Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Adam. You're watching Unlimited Options Investing. I hope you guys are all doing well and making money out there. The market has been on a tear as of late, today as well, or rather when you're watching this video yesterday on Wednesday. Federal Chairman Jerome Powell came out with a statement that now the Federal Reserve will be tapering back their bond purchases over the next year or so. We're going to get right into it. So the first thing I want to show you guys is right here, the Fear and Greed Index. Right now we are in extreme greed. The needle has now passed, I guess, moderate greed into extreme greed now. And literally, if you just went back, I think 3 weeks ago, you would have found this probably in the extreme fear area over here. So I want to get right into the candlestick. And the first stock I want to show you guys is the Tesla stock. I think this stock has been the face of the stock market ever since, I guess, the summer of 2020, or since the pandemic, really. Along with big tech, of course, and AMC and GameStop as well. And I have to admit that I did take profit on part of my position. It was my one rule to never sell Tesla. And I will say that it was largely driven by tax purposes. I couldn't say no to the money in front of me. I locked it in. I still have a decent chunk of shares. I would definitely buy back on weakness. And honestly, if we do end up consolidating, I would slowly trickle in some shares here and there. I am hoping for a pullback, though, obviously, to get back in lower. But we'll have to see what I will do with that. And even though it has gone up since I have sold it, I don't feel so bad because, again, I locked in those profits. I feel good about that. Of course, if I had a crystal ball, I wouldn't have sold it and waited till now, but I mean, I don't have that power, unfortunately. And in the same way, when you sell and you don't know where the top is, it's the same idea as buying when you don't know where the bottom is. And as for upset, I could be for selling right now and it going higher. I could be also upset at the same time for not buying more aggressively at these prices, or even when I first got into the market all the way back here. So, I mean, no one truly knows, of course. But what I do know on a technical basis is that we are completely detached from the moving averages. We have lifted off over the last 2 weeks. We were literally just at 800, 900, and now we're all the way up to 1200. When Tesla runs, it runs. So I'm holding a pretty good cash position right now. And also looking at other areas of the market where I see weakness. One of them actually being, and I'll show you guys right now, is PayPal stock. If you look at this one, it's been going down. And I think this is a very intriguing point of interest right now. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think I counted that correctly, straight days of red candles, and then we have this green candle over here, a little bit of a hammer. We see that wick over here, bouncing off perfectly that 225 area where we saw support back in late March, early March, as well as January, and end of December of last year. We are well off our all-time highs of about 308, which we hit twice, once in July and once in February. So shifting focus for a second, the first thing I want to look at is the dollar index. We have been in an uptrend ever since the beginning of the summer in June, and reaching a resistance of about 94.50. This area over here, we also see a clear double bottom from January to May time over here. And the dollar index is one that I want to pay attention to with all this tapering of bonds and whatnot, as well as the 10-year Treasury note yield. So zooming in and looking at the 4-hour time frame, we see a potential double bottom over here. Right now we are between the 50 and the 20 EMA, especially again with the tapering. I don't know exactly what to expect, but if we do see any strength and we do break this 160, 170 will be the next stop. And if we even break that, then the next stop we would be looking at is probably this 175 area. And if that is to occur, we will definitely see weakness in the NASDAQ. So right now we're actually getting closer to the top of this ascending channel that we've been going back to since that correction in September 2020. And just 1 month ago, we were all the way at the bottom of it. So this was a clear buying opportunity. I mean, it could have broken through and it would have been bad, but we also noted on the channel it could have been a potential bottom, which it was. We saw strength followed by weakness, and then we saw that lightning bolt action toward the upside. Some people were saying dead cat bounce, but the buyers ultimately stepped in. And we haven't touched that 20 EMA since we've been on this uptrend ever since the middle of October. So it wouldn't be crazy to see a little bit of a pullback toward that 20, if not the 50, and then going back upward. Again, we are seasonally in a very strong time of the year. Not to mention, we are also overbought on the daily. The next most interesting index we have is the IWM. Guys, this one finally broke out of its channel that it's been consolidating in ever since the beginning of the year, pretty much. It took 1, 2, 3, 4 touches for it to break through, and we saw it hit the support several times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one having room to run, we can either see it go just straight upwards like Tesla or pull back a little bit. Hopefully this resistance point acts as support, and then we go upward even more. And we are close to overbought territory. And taking a look at the FAANG index, this looks bullish to me. I mean, it looks good. Usually when the FAANG index goes below the 50 EMA, you've always been a buying opportunity over the past year. We see it here, 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 here. Whenever it went below that 50 EMA, it was just a buying opportunity. And this time was no different. And this one, as we know, drives the QQQ as well as the SPY, which we'll look at over here as well. This one's pretty disattached as well from the 20 and the 50. And we are getting closer to that top of that range, but we'll have to see as well what happens. If we do get that little pullback in the FAANG index, then maybe it would be healthy. The RSI is also overbought, so again, I am expecting a little bit of a pullback over the next week, maybe two. Try to take advantage of it and then hopefully see more upside moving forward, maybe after the middle of the month or so. Knowing that we're pretty overbought as well as the Fear and Greed Index and taking a look at the Dow Jones, we're also almost at overbought levels and we actually broke this channel. So we're also at all-time highs, so maybe if we see a pullback to this resistance as a new support and then moving forward again. Looking at gold sitting at 1771, nothing exciting or noteworthy yet. And looking at silver as well, same kind of idea until we see some kind of confirmed price action. It isn't really exciting these days. And looking at oil, this one has seen a lot of weakness. So we had a top of around $85 or so per barrel, and then toward the downside now at $80 per barrel. Is this the peak over here, or are we just in a little bit of a correction, maybe toward even the 50 EMA, and then continued strength afterward? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Where is oil going long term? And finally, taking a look at crypto. So Bitcoin right now is at 62,000. We're having a little bit of a breather. I actually nibbled a little bit more today. So it'll be interesting to see if we continue grinding up higher from here. Taking a look at Ethereum, this one is at all-time highs. Okay, this one's grinding up, so we'll see how high this one can go. Definitely exciting for Ethereum holders. And Cardano, this one went as high as 213 and then hit the 50 EMA and then got rejected, and now it's still sitting at 204. This one, if I had a crypto wallet, I would be buying or at least starting a position. Not to mention a lot of crazy earnings this week. Roku, after close, went down significantly. Qualcomm went up. I think it was like 7%. Skills fell down a lot. Fastly went up. Etsy was down 2% today. Moderna in the morning. Then after the close, we have Square, Pinterest, Uber, Airbnb, Mercado Libre, Peloton. Oh, it's going to be a good day. And as well, Skyworks Solutions, one of my bigger investments as well. That's the end of my video. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. As always, smash that like button, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.
You